That's not going to bother the audio, is it?
If you want, you can turn it
Uh,
up.
I don't mind if you can't stand the heat.
It feels a little good on my back.
Yeah, it just sounds,
Sound like you're gonna talk.
I mean, it sounds like you can't take the heat. That's what it sounds.
Check.
It sounds like you cannot take the heat. Are you gonna try to get out the kitchen? You don't be cooking. You don't be cooking no damn way. Check. 1, 2, Mr. Mikey King.
Y'all don't be afraid to get up in there.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
He's not afraid of
He say don't be afraid to get up in there. That's what he said.
Don't be afraid to get out.
Who's afraid? She's afraid. I sure they ain't afraid.
I'm never afraid.
Wow. Hold on, I gotta turn my shit so I can see myself on every platform. Turn it, tilt it up a little bit. Just make sure I can get up in there like that. Yes, I can hear myself so much better now, brother. Because you know what? A lot of times the microphones be smelling like breath. So you really don't want to get close to them. You really want to get a little distance. Like, okay. I mean, see, that's black people. Black people are working with you when they got the Fabuloso.
That's two things black people got: Fabuloso and awesome.
Because I boil my Fabuloso. I have my whole house smelling like purple Fabuloso. You got to boil it. That's right. I get tired of buying incense. I got one pot. Y'all put it in a small pot and boil it.
One of the old pots you ain't gonna cook out of.
Exactly. That's it. That pot is designated for the Fabuloso. You ain't from these streets, brother. You ain't even heard of that? See, no, man. Pine salt in a pot. See, you just gonna mop. You just gonna go out there and start mopping just to make it smell good.
We took some paper towels, rolled them up about 17 times, dipped it in the pine salt, and then put it in the vents.
Oh, so paper towels in the vents.
I ain't never heard of that one.
That sounds like that's gonna bring rats.
About. She already. Let me see.
I don't know if that's gonna bring rats or what. Huh?
Yeah, we haven't
Let me see.
officially started.
Got too much going on.
Right. You were just recording?
We're just warming up.
Oh, okay. So just I see what you're saying. We get it ready whenever you're ready, bro.
Okay. This is for the drop, man. You good, okay?
All right. Yo, what's going on? It's Mr. Micah King on your Typically Strange podcast station here at Power 108.9. I'm feeling good. I'm looking good. I'm smelling good. It's all good. Nothing's bad. Peace to the nation. Love, happiness. What's going on? I got my lovely co-host with me today, Miss Ashley
Chiffon.
Ashley Chiffon.
Get the whole name.
You got to make sure you say it with the emphasis and the personality in it also. If you don't say Chiffon,
it don't mean that.
You got to put the lip with it. Your bottom lip got to rumble a little bit. Chiffon. Let me hear you say it, Ashley.
Ashley Chiffon.
Ooh. Just makes me tremble a little bit. Just like, you remember how it was in Lion King? He was like, say it again, Mufasa. Ooh.
You better know.
Mufasa. Ooh. That's how she does it. It just makes me feel good inside. Just say it one more time for me, Ashley, please.
Ashley Chiffon.
Oh, yes. It's good to have you in the building, sweetie.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me, sir.
You got to spread love, show love, give love, but don't spend too much love because you may not get it back. You know what I'm talking about?
And it's expensive.
People don't know how expensive love is today, especially from a man's point of view. I'm going on a rant. Give me 1 second. I'm going on a rant. Do you know how expensive it is for a man to love you, ladies?
Elaborate.
On the first date, we got to show out. We got to show you how much I want your love and your affection by taking you on a date. This date may consist of so many different things, so many expensive things, just to show you that I want you. That is more than just a physical attraction. It's actually a financial attraction also. Are you in love with my wallet? Is my wallet good enough to keep you satisfied and secured?
Amen.
It's so difficult for a man, people don't understand how hard it is and they say today in today's society that men run the society. That's what they say. But it's hard being on top. It's hard to run your top. I'm not run your top, but you know what I'm saying, Ashley? It's hard to be on top. It's hard to be the man. It's hard to be the one who's the CEO. You don't know how hard it is. It's like being a parent to a whole nother degree because you're taking care of more than just, some people got 2 kids. Some people got 3 kids, but when you're a CEO, you have so many people under you that you got to take care of, make sure they're paid on time, make sure the checks don't bounce, make sure the company is still running good, make sure everything is afloat and staying afloat to continue success. People just don't give the CEOs their credit. They feel like, hey, you got there some kind of way or somebody helped you out. You don't know how hard it is to get it from the muscle and stay on top. People, dog, name somebody that's on top right now, Ashley.
Trying to think.
Let's go with Kevin Hart.
Okay.
Kevin Hart's on top right now. And he Cardi B is one of the people that we can talk about if that's what you want to bring up.
I'm just naming people.
I mean, well, you know what? Since you named Cardi B.
She is on top though right now.
She is definitely on top. And I feel that's the only reason she get a lot of passes, man. She gets a lot of passes and pats on the wrist because as a man, if I drug somebody, I'm going down. I'm one of the worst people ever talked about. We can take Bill Cosby for an example. Bill Cosby allegedly did these things 20 years ago. 20 years ago, he allegedly did something that Cardi B did a few months back. Yeah, you didn't know Cardi B drugged guys, had sex with them, and then took their money.
But she ain't hurt nobody. She ain't raped nobody.
Whoa. If I drug you, how am I not raping you?
I mean,
if I rob you, robbery and theft is still robbery and theft. True. Whether you conscious, whether I pickpocket you, whether I drug you and I rob you after I've had sex with you because there was semen. The dude said they found condoms when they woke up. So I'm assuming that, at some point in time they had sex. That's what the dudes are saying. Now, I wasn't there. So this is all alleged. But I know that I personally saw Cardi B's live feeds when she was saying, that's right, I robbed people, I drugged them, but I did what I had to do to survive. Now, let me ask you a personal question, Ashley. Do you do what you got to do to survive, baby girl?
I do. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna do that because I ain't trying to get shot because you robbed the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Chicago.
And they ain't talking about pops. Oh, you from the south side of Chicago,
I don't play
too.
with people's lives like that.
She
you know
from
what I'm saying?
streets.
I like my life.
Yeah, and all lives matter, right? Chicago lives, Miami lives, all the lives matter. But I don't agree with being at the bottom and harming other people to get on top. Now, I understand you got to do what you got to do because nobody I'm around is up there like that. I don't know. I know I'm not up there like that yet. Yes. Yeah, you got to speak it into existence, baby. Affirmations.
Hello.
You got to speak those. I will be there very soon. In 2020, I will be there.
I will be.
I will be number one. So I'm going to speak it into existence. How about
this? I'm already number one and y'all just going to recognize.
They don't know it yet. But they're going to find that. They're going to learn today. But my thing is this, though. If you robbing people, just because you at the bottom, how does that make your karma better in life? Like, you can't strive to be anything positive in life and get somewhere in life if you're promoting that I used to rob people when I was down on my ass. Like, come on, man.
I don't think she was promoting. I think she was trying to defend because people was putting her out there.
No,
you don't think so?
No, this was nobody knew it
she
was
just
going
came out and
on.
just started
She was coming out clout chasing. She was clout chasing and was saying, I had to do this because I had to pay these bills. I don't think she had kids at the time. I'm not for sure.
No,
she just had that first one. So it ain't like she had no kids to feed. That's my whole thing. Now, she had like 6 kids and she was drugging dudes and robbing them. I guess.
When people have I guess people have their own different mentalities when it comes to how to make money. and she grew up in the streets. Not giving her a pass, but I'm saying
it sounds like you're giving her a pass.
She grew up in the streets, so she grew up getting it how she thought was the right way, even though it was wrong.
Right.
But she thought it was right.
She thought it was right just because she had to feed herself.
She said she had to take care of herself, her family.
What family? She ain't no kids.
Mama.
She wasn't her mama.
Her sister. Her granny. Like
these grown adults are the ones that she was robbing men.
But she said they grew up poor and she wanted to have more stuff, you know.
That doesn't give you a pass.
She used to making that fast money.
Nah, man, I don't give you
and it wasn't
no pass.
fast enough.
I'm sorry about that. You get no pass. Robbing Bill Cosby didn't get a pass.
I feel bad for him because I feel like he's so old. They could at least let the man.
It ain't even about his age. The thing about it was, back in the day, that was the thing. You take Quaaludes, you take all type of drugs back in those days. And it was Bill Cosby. They already want to throw the pussy at him. I don't get it. Why? Am I Bill Cosby, but I got to drug you? That doesn't even make any sense to me. I'm Bill Cosby. Why am I having to drug you to get? I don't even want it. Like, I'm nobody right now, okay? Today, as of today, I'm nobody. I'm Mr. Mikey King. That's all that I am, and I'm very typically strange. But if you don't want to give me the pussy, I don't even want it. I'm not finna put in 2 hours of hard thumping, pumping, sweating for something that I had to earn and work for and chase. And I'm straight on that, man. Like, I'm gonna go for 2 minutes just to make you mad. You gonna make me go through all this? I had to take you out. I had to do this. I had to spend this money because it's so expensive being a man. I'm going for 2 damn minutes on your ass just because you could have gave me the pussy quicker. That's right.
But then he admitted though. He admitted that he done it in the past. Allegedly.
He never admitted that he drugged anybody in the past.
Oh, so you think it could be lies?
I know it could be lies. Every black male that has a platform, from Martin Luther King to Malcolm X to you name them, Jackie Robinson, every black male that has had a platform, they sprinkle a little crack on them, like like Dave Chappelle say. They sprinkle a little crack on them just to make their entire legacy go down. That's what they did to Michael Jackson. That's what they did to Prince. You name a black male that has a big platform, and I guarantee you they done already sprinkled a little crack on them. That's what they doing to R. Kelly. They planted it in the little seed years ago.
Because he always been a pimp.
Man, R. Kelly been doing what he's doing since years ago. They did the same thing like they did the Bill Cosby formula with R. Kelly. 20 years later, now they coming back with shit.
Because he had to make them enough money first.
That's what it is. When you're not making them any more money, when you ain't accumulating any more hits, then I guess we're gonna make this money now with Lifetime.
Or
now,
if you live in
Lifetime has now came. If I had my laptop, which I will have next week, if Lifetime has made more money off this R. Kelly series than they ever have in the lifetime of Lifetime. That series has been number one since no other series has been more popular than that surviving R. Kelly series. And now they're making money off of R. Kelly. That is the whole point. Make money off of you how? From a positive, from a negative, from your music, from your outside of your life, from a reality show. How am I going to capitalize and make money off of you, nigger? Sir, I'm sorry about that. How am I going to make money off of you? That's how they feel. But that's why Cardi B is getting off. They're still making money off of Cardi B. She admits she is not writing nan rap. She writes none of that music, but you know, they set up that formula with Jocelyn from the Housewives, not Housewives.
No, you're talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta.
That wasn't Housewives.
No, not Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's Love and Hip Hop.
Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Jocelyn was in Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and they set up the whole Puerto Rican princess thing to take over the world. But you know, she wasn't attractive enough.
No, she's attractive.
No.
You mean personality?
No, stop.
You don't think Jocelyn?
Stop.
She is naturally
Everybody that stands up when they pee says she is not attractive. Now, the ones that sit down when they pee, they be like, oh, she's cute. She's
maybe
pretty.
She's more like silent. She'll slam a dude.
No, that's not it. It's just she's just not attractive. That's just what it is. Of course you do, because you don't stand up when you pee. So your opinion is kind of like from a woman's point of view that all women and every shape, and form are beautiful.
Not
right.
all. Not
I'm
all,
a man.
is
Right, her personality.
It's
I'm
not
not even
cute.
gonna get on her. Oh, I mean, personally, I like her personality. From a man's point of view, I like her personality. I love it when a woman gonna box with me, not be like, "Oh, get off of
Okay.
him! Stop hitting him!" I want a woman that's gonna be like, "Oh, I got you! Come up from the side of your
And
head
she
like you
hit you
ain't think."
too, though.
Who? I mean, but I don't get there with women. Like I know how to talk to a woman. I let you know what she want to run it. Go ahead, let her run it. You got it, girl. Go ahead, boo boo. Because she want to run stuff. So you just let her run it. But they set everything up. I don't know what you're talking about, sir. I did grow up on Pimp C and UGK though. But yeah, this generation, that's the reason why this generation is so soft. Look at their music. I grew up on Pimp C, UGK.
Yeah.
They growing up on Drake. Who is the light-skinned president? I want to say that right now. Drake is the light-skinned president. The epitome of light skin is totally Drake right now. But I mean, we talk about the American president, so I don't know about that one at
The
all.
light skinned president. He's starting to look good. Like, I'm like, dang, the more money he get, the more better he looks. I'm like, the more money I get, I wonder how I'm gonna look.
That's
You
what
don't think like
happens.
that?
Money make you look good.
I be wondering what money gonna make
You
me
be
look like.
ashy as fuck on Monday. Payday roll around on Friday. You got a fresh coat of lotion.
You understand?
Jerkins all on your hands. Why they
Cocoa
only on your
butter
hands?
skin.
Don't worry about it. Anyway,
That good lace front.
I don't know nothing about it. We don't do women with weaves. What you talking about? All natural. Ain't that right, Surfer Blue? All right. Anyway, back to what we were talking about though. We talking about
Free the Jello man.
who was the Jello man?
Bill Cosby. Free my nigga till they free.
He's
Free
still
my
in jail?
ninja.
Is he still in jail?
I don't know. I just wanted to say free him.
He's chilling, man. Bill Cosby, they just want to mess up your legacy because they know that if you come back and say something against them, people would listen.
I would still watch the Cosbys, and
I still love the Cosbys. That's like one of the number one shows of all time.
right.
They diss them because they let Friends seem like it's the number one show of all time, and they get paid like it's the number one show of all time. But ain't nobody messing with the Cosby Show. Like
I think a lot of people career started. It was just great.
Yeah, you know.
I wish I was on it.
I wish I was too, man. I really do.
Huh? I know they need to bring back some of the old shows. So you know what? Not trying to throw no pun in there, or throw nothing, but you know, I'm part of this improv troupe, and I think we need to bring back like that In Living Color, that Martin Lawrence, that good TV back. And I feel like that's what we're doing with my improv troupe. I'm part of. I mean, not just that, but I'm just saying, with anything I do, I want to bring back that good feeling that we used to get when we had that good TV.
Yeah, that's true. That is so true.
Kenan and Kel.
Kenan and Kel. I'm about to say they're trying to come back. Kenan and Kel got a new show. All that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They just got the cast for all that. It will be coming. I think it's on ABC now. Kenan. No, actually, Kenan. Yeah, he's the one that's on Saturday Night Live. Kenan has his own show. I think it's called the Kenan Show. Matter of fact, that's going to be on ABC also. So you know, it's odd that you brought them up because those two are actually coming back on the scene.
Okay.
Yeah,
They're bringing a good show back.
Yeah, they're bringing back quality TV as people call it. It's nothing like Family Matters. It's definitely nothing like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Definitely nothing like Martin. I think the last one that we had like that was probably the Bernie Mac show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Bernie Mac show was probably the last one that we had. Because even the Steve Harvey show, I'm not a big Steve Harvey fan, but the Steve Harvey show, because of Cedric the Entertainer and his girlfriend on the show, were actually that show was actually good too.
Yeah.
It didn't show Black family values, and that's what I'm loving about my brother Will Packer and his recent movies that he's coming out with. Night School. Night School was a great movie, in my opinion. It really hit on some topics that we don't discuss in the Black community. So if you haven't seen that movie, go watch it. And that's the thing about Kevin Hart being on top. You know, when you're on top, you really got to bring different. You can't just bring the same old, and then you still have to empower your community.
Yes.
And that's the thing that a lot of people are doing these days, what we call cooning. They're not empowering their people, our people, with their arts. They are just dropping something for some money, trying to get the bag, trying to get the check
in the cloud.
And that's really why I don't rock with Cardi B. I rocked with her for a good week, and when Barty, whatever that song was, she came out with her hit. What was it called? I know you know.
Which one?
The
Money?
the first one. No,
Oh
that
no.
Bodak Yellow.
Bodak.
That
There we go.
Bodak. When that came out, I was rocking with Cardi when Bodak came out. But then after that weekend, I was done with it. I mean, I've always been on Dreezy. I still to this day, if you haven't heard of Dreezy, you need to go check out Dreezy right now. Dreezy is the best female rapper in the game. Go up against her. Check her.
Okay.
If you don't think so, what?
I like her. I ain't know she
Who?
was the best, but I know she good.
Who?
Dreezy.
Who better than Dreezy? Who better than Dreezy? Somebody give me a name that's better than
I
Dreezy.
gotta think.
Ain't nobody in this game better than Dreezy right now. But anyway, but that's why, Cardi B, man, you can't really I can't really take her serious, man. I can't
I
really.
think she been herself. That's why I like
But
her. I
it,
like people that's okay with being themselves unapologetically, no matter what platform you on.
yeah, man, I disagree. That's not her booty. That's not your titties. That's not so you're not being yourself because you got a bunch of fake stuff on you. I'm a man who believes in natural makeup, high heels, weave, fake booty, fake titties, push-up bras. Can I go? I got that's six. I can keep on going. All that is fake. So stop trying to be looked at as real, putting fake stuff on you or in you. I can't respect that. And our society should stop respecting that Maybelline look. Like that's some BS, man. We grew up on the fists. We grew up with the afro and the I'm sorry, in the pick in the back, not this fake stuff. Like, no, she's not real. She comes off as a aggressive personality. And she says a lot of things that women want to say, but they're too delicate and elegant to say. And that's what people like about her. I feel that way sometimes, but since I have respect for myself, I'm not going to say that. But I like to hear her say it because, she don't get no fucks, right? And that's what women want. And that's why she's in that light. Because she say what the people with respect for themselves doesn't want to say. I want to say fuck them hoes and get ratchet with it, but I got my mama is right around the corner. I got her, I'm a reflection of my mama. I ain't finna say that, but I like to hear Cardi say it though. Like that's it, and that's the thing. Like, why?
Speaking of fake, I noticed that a lot of people is getting that, like fake bodies, fake booties, and it just look ridiculous. Like, because everybody don't got the same money, everybody don't got the same doctors. So
She even had to cancel some of her shows. So whatever money that she has, but because of her recently, I would say this week she had to cancel shows because of her surgery. But of course, when you get surgery, you got to go on a break. You just can't get directly right back out there.
true.
But that's fake.
Got arrested.
Stop looking, ladies. Stop wanting a man to be real with you, ladies. Stop wanting a real man, ladies. Stop wanting anything real if anything fake is on you. If anything, if you got fake glasses. Stop wanting to see a real man. You will never see a real man coming wearing some fake Cartiers. Okay, ladies? You can't do it. Man, no man is going to love you for you with fake hair. Okay? That ain't your skin color. That's couture. Okay? Be
It's
natural, baby. Let me pull it. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Get carried away in the studio. That's another show. Talking Dirty After Dark. Coming soon.
But I have to disagree with you, Mike.
Because you've dated a woman.
No.
Because you would date a man with weave.
No.
Because you would date a man that wears makeup. Because you would date a man that wears a push-up bra.
No.
I'm sorry, a fake penis.
No.
So let me get
but
this
I'm
straight.
talking about as a makeup artist for makeup. Makeup isn't always
women. I'm talking about women that if you're going on a photo shoot, different story. If you just chilling, no.
No, so if you're going somewhere you want to not to look no.
Because for what?
You don't need makeup. That's true. You don't need it, but it's cute to enhance. There's nothing wrong with enhancing.
For what?
Just like y'all like to go get that beard because that's y'all makeup. The beard is the new makeup because nobody want to have a bare face.
They're putting makeups on their beards now. These Atlanta,
and they doing a little fake little, so not sewing, but the little I call it like a glue. The little weave, the little beard weave.
They've been doing that too, though. Mystical. Everybody thought Mystical back in the day when he was with No Limit had locks. That was weave. That was weave.
Women don't want no man with no fake teeth.
But y'all got fake everything. I can't
fake
agree.
Hairlines.
But y'all got fake bras.
That wash off in the shower.
That bombshell bra. Your titties ain't that big. That's a bombshell bra. You went to Victoria's Secrets. I can't say that.
You know what?
Yeah, I don't promote them. I'm sorry. Don't go there. We don't like bombshells. No way. I tell all the women, man, just why are you wearing a bra? It be 99 degrees outside. They be fixing the bra. Like, wow, you crazy. Stop going off the fashion statement. Just be natural.
Well, no, some people gotta wear bras like me because mine be loose everywhere.
Let them go.
They just
Be free.
they gonna start.
Be.
Perky, then
I
when I let 'em go, they
guarantee
go
you. I guarantee you for free.
fall on the table.
They won't even charge you. I guarantee you. You can have 2 men carry each one of them for you everywhere you go, and they will not charge you one dime. They will
bet.
gladly. What time you get off? I'll be in the parking lot.
I
You
get
better
the
hurry
right
up.
one.
I'm gonna carry both of them for you. I guarantee you. But you try to do it yourself. Don't carry your titties yourself.
It's not wrong. I think you should only take your bra off if you have little tickle bitties,
See,
or if you know it's gonna look cute,
I disagree.
or you could go on to bed at night. You're supposed to let them be free at night.
Let them titties be free, ladies. It is too hot. You wonder why your titties is sweating. Why? Like, if
It
you
do
want to,
be.
like, you wonder why. Like,
Baby
let them-
powder them things off.
I mean, it's no
Lift 'em up.
bras are a fashion statement. I understand if you got to run somewhere, if you're jogging, totally different story. But if you just going to the store or to the podcast, you don't need no bra on at the podcast, girl. Just okay. I'm done.
You see somebody with some saggy titties that touching their knees, you're gonna be roasted.
Nobody's gonna roast. They're gonna feel like, you know what? She's free.
Not
She doesn't
everybody.
care what society says about her.
No, that's
because that's what we all claim. We all claim, I don't care what nobody say about me. But is that the truth? No. That's another lie that y'all be telling the self.
That's true.
Like,
though.
stop lying to yourself if you want the truth. I don't get it, but I'm not going. My rant on women will come next week. I got tons of
Next
rants.
week, I think it already started.
I mean, because it's so many things that just are taboo conversations. And that's what we at Typically Strange like to talk about. The
Mhm.
taboo things that we don't want to talk about. I don't get it, but hey, that's what we here for. So another thing I want to talk about,
Mhm.
herpes in the eyes.
Wait, you can get herpes in your eyes?
Yeah, that's what we want to talk about.
No, is you
next.
for real?
Herpes in the eye. So it's recent stories have come out that a celebrity has gotten herpes in her eye.
How you get herpes in your eye?
Well, herpes is actually a skin disease. Everybody is thinking because here in America, we don't learn about sex. No. Learn about sex? I could just watch porn, right? That's how I learned how to fuck. I watched porn and then I felt like it was real. Nothing else is on television is fake. Everything on television is fake, but that porn, I learned from the porn. So we assume that herpes is an STD, when in fact, herpes is a skin disease. So Mel B was a Spice Girl, correct?
Mhm.
Mel B recently went blind temporarily in one eye, and she went to the doctor, and they didn't know what was going on. Her sight then came back, but she went to a specialist after that, only to find out that she has herpes in her eyes.
It's
Now,
not funny, but it just sounds like I never heard of that.
It's a very interesting story. It's the first of its kind, but once you do a research on it, you learn that herpes is a skin disease. So you don't have to have sex to get herpes. I got herpes on my hand, and now all of a sudden, you got herpes.
I need the shot.
So you need the shot. Oh Lord, it's on you. You got to cross your fingers. You remember? See, you forgot about that. You forgot how to get rid of the cooties. You got to cross your. That's all you got to do. We ain't had Lysol back in the day. We ain't had that. Once you cross your fingers, you
it
good.
done transferred to my right eye.
Oh goddamn! Can you see?
Only half of you.
Oh, you like a pirate now. Oh.
I'm not playing Mel B. That ain't funny.
It's not funny at all. It's really a tragic situation, but it's a learning situation.
I learn something new every day.
And that's what we try to do here on the Typically Strange podcast. We try to each one teach one and laugh while we're teaching you. Even though sometimes we may laugh at you, we're still going to learn from that laugh. Yes, we will. So Mel B, if I had a shout out or a horn or something, I would just say, let's send prayers to Mel B.
Yes. A moment of silence for her.
Yeah.
Give me 3 seconds.
Give me 3. You ready?
There
we
on,
go.
Mel B.
Because that's sad.
It
Because
is.
she is a beautiful woman.
Very.
She is. We all know how we got there. We don't want to talk about how we got
I was
there.
wondering how did
We don't want to talk
right.
because it's a skin transmitted disease.
It was one of those nights.
Somebody could have.
Just something was.
She could have. You know what? she was at a Halloween party, and she went as a female pirate, and she lost her eye patch and got somebody else's eye patch.
Yep.
And we don't know what they were doing with that eye patch beforehand.
Absolutely.
And then she put that eye patch on her eye, and that is how she got the herpes in her eye.
That actually makes sense.
That does, doesn't it? So we won't think anything negative. We won't think anything nasty.
Poor Mel B. I would have never.
Mm.
I never thought you can get it
What'd
in
you
your
say?
eyes.
You said it was a volcano in her eye.
Oh,
What?
he was just, that was
Somebody-
ignorant.
Who shot the volcano?
She should have cut his penis off. and
Whoa,
put it in
whoa,
a
whoa,
freaking pickle
ma'am,
jar.
ma'am,
I'm
ma'am.
sorry. I just got
Majority of
mad.
my audience are men. Thank you.
I'm sorry, man.
Thank you, fellas. Fellas.
Don't be
Disregard that.
squirting in nobody's eye,
Disregard
giving
that,
them
fellas.
the bump in the eye.
Disregard that, fellas. I'm sorry, y'all did not hear that.
Or your Vienna gonna get chopped.
Oh
off.
Lord,
Okay,
no,
sorry.
no, Vienna. Wait a minute.
Keep the Vienna in the
Vienna?
cane.
Who got Viennas? I feel sorry. Anyway, so I got another rant.
Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
It's the summertime,
Oh shoot.
and we all done seen Players Club.
Yes.
So I want you ladies to make sure that y'all are cautious of these invite-only private pool parties. Okay, ladies?
Please elaborate.
If it's an invite-only pool party, that means probably you and your girls are probably gonna be the only ones that get invited to this private pool party, and you don't know how many dudes gonna come.
I'm good. I never went.
And it be, you see a lot of it online. You see a lot of, hey, yo, we're having a pool party. You know what I'm saying?
They in your
But
DMs.
invite
and
only.
stuff.
DM me
Yeah.
for the address. DM me for the address. Invite only. If you see that, ladies, just be cautious, because we don't know.
What be happening? Because I don't know. I ain't never went.
I've
but-
never done that. I've never went. But if it's invite only, don't nobody know where you at.
Mm.
Nobody but
Mm.
you have the address. And if it's invite only, most of the time you may take one homegirl, two homegirls, and later on in the month, I'm gonna have my my model interviews where
Mhm.
different models just tell their experiences while they were at different photo shoots or just at different
Yeah.
modeling events, because models have
A bone story.
very interesting experiences at these photo shoots. I was going to have some strippers, but that might have been a little too extreme. Bring the strippers, but see, that's too typical.
Mhm.
That's not strange. That's just typical.
Does that go the same for those private like lingerie parties? Because I've been invited to those too. But I
Did you
not-
go?
No.
Why? You were scared?
Yeah.
You were
I
scared.
was scared.
You didn't want to put on your little lingeries.
I don't know these people.
I mean, that was the beauty part. See, I'm that person.
Them invite onlys, I had a feeling, and then when you said it, it was just confirmation.
Right. Well, I'm a guy, so it's different for me. I'm a dude.
So you
So
enjoy it.
man, if I don't know you, that's when I'm gonna have the most fun. If I go to a party and I don't know anybody at the party, oh, I'm finna turn up. I am about to turn up, level up. Because I don't know y'all. Y'all don't know me. Y'all don't know nobody I know. Who you gonna tell? You can't even tag me in nothing. You can take all the pictures you want. You can't tag me. You don't know me. If I know one person, it's a different story.
Mm.
It's a whole different story. That person knows me. They can tag me. Now, if I don't know nobody,
The real Micah gonna come
boy,
out.
what? It's gonna be a hangover moment. Like, damn, I got a tattoo. Where my tooth? Like,
I never even been to
I'm
a
not
pool
going to
party, y'all.
Bangkok.
Like I never been to a real.
You've
couple.
never been to one?
No,
I'm sorry, they're having one today.
they are. Oh,
Yeah.
it's great.
No, not you though. Huh?
No.
Well, you know,
nothing
you're a
good.
mom, and it's different.
Yeah,
You
I'm sure it's plenty of moms there, right?
yeah,
Or you're about
but
to make one a mom.
Well, not I. I tell every guy, hey, aim for the mouth, and it's that simple. Not the eye, like Mel B. Aim for the mouth.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's how you keep
So you get
kids.
a bum bump on your lip.
That's not I, said the Mel B. That it is protein. You put it in your hair.
Wow.
Yes, it
Would
is.
help your hair grow.
It does. People be like, when this is what I do. When random people come up to me and be like, dang, how long you been growing your hair? And I'd be like, man, 3 years. They be like, dang, that long in 3 years. I'd be like, yeah, man, egg yolk and semen. That's all you gotta do. Egg yolk and semen. And you gotta get it in there. And then that makes your hair grow so much faster. People don't know egg yolk and semen, people.
I don't know if I should trust that advice.
I mean, Yeah, what I do is I get the girl to spit it out, and then I put it in the egg yolk,
I
and then
was
I
wondering how they
stir it,
got there, but I
and then
wasn't gonna ask.
you put it in your hair. Or when I'm masturbating and it geysers, I put my head out, and then I try to get it in my hair, because it depends on how I want to do it. And a shower, I got this special shower where it bounces off the wall, and it goes like, and then I put my head in a certain spot, and
Okay.
then boom.
Don't
This
eat
is
in his kitchen.
yeah. Huh?
Don't sit on his couch.
No,
And
wait.
don't.
What?
Oh, I'm
What's wrong
just.
with my kitchen? Why would I be in the kitchen masturbating?
No, I'm saying you washing your hair with the semen in the
I
sink.
wouldn't wash my hair in the kitchen.
Oh, you don't do that? That's black
No,
people stuff.
that's yeah.
Ghetto. I'm sorry.
I got to jump on the Puerto Rican side on that. Well, us Puerto Ricans don't do that.
I
That's
don't.
y'all black people.
Then what do you do, puppy? Hey,
Oh no, okay, but Puerto Rican too. Okay, well us Haitians don't do. No, I'm gonna jump on that. I jump on bandwagons quick. Right, I'm light skinned. You don't know what I am.
Right.
I jump on. Us Nigerians don't do that. What? Us albinos don't do that. I can jump on any bandwagon, but no, I don't. I don't wash my hair in the sink. No, I go straight to the tub. I'm not gonna do that. I got a tub. Yeah, that's what the tub is for. You wash your hair in the tub, not the sink, and then you wash dishes and then cook the chicken. I was watching some podcast when they was like, white people don't wash their chicken because they feel like the salmonella will be all over the sink, which is true. Even though you wash the sink afterwards, but there is still some left over. But as you know, as us black, Puerto Rican, Haitian, German, everything else besides white people, we wash our chicken. But that is one of the reasons I would never wash my head in the sink in the kitchen, is because you don't know what's around in this sink, and I don't want that in my hair. And I take much care of my hair.
I can tell.
I don't let people even touch my hair. Ooh, ma'am.
Just wanted to tell you.
Security, I got her over here. J132.
You have nice hair.
Security, yeah, she's trying to touch my hair. Get right here.
You shouldn't let everybody touch your hair because everybody don't wash their hands.
Man, it was this
Got
white
stuff
lady
on their
just rolled
nails.
up on me one day drunk. I forgot what event I was at. And she was, can I touch your hair? I took one step back and I was like, no,
Before
no.
you
I
know
really
it, they
don't
already.
She was already, man. And I had to take another step and I back that hand down real quick, like it was grandma and you was touching something at the stove. And, oh my God. You hit my, oh my. Then she tried to get me in trouble. Like, no, bitch, please. I don't care.
Me.
I don't give a damn. I popped that hand so good. I wish I had a ruler, the little American flag with the stem. I would have popped that hand so good.
I wish I could do that. I'd be so nice, and I'd be like, and when I had my natural hair out, they'd be like, oh, it looks so soft, and I'm like,
yeah. So
just get a feel. I'll just wash it when I get home.
I am not a zoo animal. You cannot pet me. I am not a zoo animal, people.
I'm too nice to just.
And that's how they do. They like everything. They like to treat you like a zoo animal. That's why they put the dogs on the leashes and
How did you get your hair?
humans
like
in caves.
all yours?
Cages, and they try to put everything in a zoo. But back to Mel B.
Poor Mel B.
Mel B. That's why you swallow.
She can see now.
I mean, that's just the main reason men try to tell y'all women to swallow. Y'all be like, no, not in my mouth. Just don't get it in my mouth. And then they get your eye, and now you can't see for a couple of days.
I have a question. Do you think, and this is for men, since men is listening.
Okay.
Do you all think that, I'm trying to think how I want to say it. Do you think that men should all think that, I don't know, never mind. I don't know how I want to say
Get
it.
it on out.
Just
Just word vomit. Just say it however you thought, and I'll work around it.
No, it just left my mind for real.
Do you think that all men think something? Because most men do think alike. That's what she was talking about.
But no, I was going to say, I can't remember what I was going to say about. It's something about something nasty. But
yeah, we do like when we bust in women's mouth.
Dang it, it's gonna come back, y'all. It's gonna come back.
Yes, as a man, we prefer to bust in your mouth than in your pussy. Okay, if you tell a man, "Hey, just come in my mouth,"
it came back.
I guarantee you will not get pregnant. So many. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me write on this. So many pregnancies would be avoided if women would step up and just be like, "Hey, come in my mouth." You would never get pregnant. Ever, no man would rather bust in your pussy than bust in your mouth. Any man, condom on, will pull out, take that condom off, and then bust in your mouth. And I guarantee you will never have kids. I guarantee you, no pregnancy scares. If you as a woman tell the man, don't think, oh, he just didn't ask, and oh, I ain't want to say nothing. So, you have to step up to the plate and be a queen that you say you are and tell this man, hey, bust in my mouth. That's all you got to do. And you would avoid so many pregnancies. What were you going to say, sister?
So you think it's okay for men and women to basically have oral sex with anybody? Like
With-
that you have sexual relations with? You don't think that's a sacred place for the bedroom for just you and your mates or just you and your significant other?
No, I disagree totally.
So everybody should put a dick
See,
in their
what-
mouth and a
Well, see, this is
random-
my thing. I don't put emotions on sexual activity. Men are logical,
Mhm.
women are emotional. So women put emotions on everything. I'm a man. So what you got to understand is how men think, and then you can come up with a hypothesis. But if you're going off of your point of view, then yeah, you're gonna go only off your point of view. And that's where a lot of men are weak as fuck at, because they know what a woman want to hear.
Mhm.
So they tell women what they want to hear, and women never learn the truth. And a lot of weak men weaken women that way.
Yes.
Women don't excel and become the powerhouse beings that they can be because the men around them are weakening them. It's like playing basketball against a sorry team. Your team ain't gonna get no better playing basketball against a sorry team. So if you a strong woman with a weak ass man, you're not going to get better. If
Unless
you
you leave.
No, you won't even get better if you leave, because now you just by yourself.
That ain't true because I know somebody personally
Mhm.
that is healing from leaving somebody that's
Healing
toxic.
Ain't better.
Yeah. It is because you learn from your mistakes, and that's going to make you so much better and so
Healing-
much wiser.
Healing starts the process,
Yeah.
but it doesn't make you better. My thing is
Mhm.
this with people, you got to learn how they play in your life.
Mhm.
Certain people that steal, kill, and destroy, don't kick them out your life. Now that you know that they do that, how can they play a role in your life? I know my nephew steals, so I'm not gonna kick my nephew out my life. I just know not to put him in a room by himself with things.
Mm.
But he's still a good person, so I know, you know what? Ashley got that phone over there. I think I want me a phone. I'm just thinking about it from the evil point of view. Let me get my nephew around, Ashley. So see if hey, bro, you see that phone, nephew? Get that bit for me, dog. That's how you don't just kick your nephew out your life. Not saying to use the people to steal, but from whatever.
It looked like you was saying that.
I'm just saying,
Like,
man,
get
you
me,
got to have a balance, the good
two of
side
those
and the
Birkin
dark side.
bags.
Hey, man. This what I was not you when I was young. My barber knew that I stole CDs out of Radio Shack, and then being like, "Hey, I mean, I'll buy them for you from the low, but if you get caught, that's your ass." He wasn't promoting me stealing, but since I was doing it, he was like, "Well, hey, I guess I can use it to not my benefit, but it's like, if you're gonna do it, shit, let me come up with your ass some kind of way."
That's what any bootleg. I'm not calling
Right.
you bootleg, but you know what I'm
Because
saying.
even
Bootleg.
with the bootleggers, it's
Yeah.
kind of like, you're
They stealing clothes
stealing.
and stuff.
But if you're gonna steal it, shit, let me get that Gucci belt up off you then. Shit. That's not like I'm condoning it, but what? Don't just turn, you know what, you're stealing, you're bootlegging. I'm not gonna deal with you. I don't see it that way. I see everything from a glass half full. But
Mhm. So you're saying if a woman is
sucking
Let's-
every man's dick?
no, not that.
Oh, because like I said, it's a emotional thing. But my
Yeah.
opinion, if a woman sucks a bunch of dicks and you don't know how, and you still give head bad, now I'm judging you. If you got the best head in the world, then I ain't got nothing to say, girl. Condone it. Thank you.
Speechless.
Tell all them dudes that didn't keep you.
Thank
She
you.
mine now, motherfucker. Because one thing about it, boy, what Biggie and Nelly say, if the head right, Micah the head night.
For the women that's listening, don't be sucking everybody thing lane.
Because she's a woman,
you
of
gonna have all
course.
kind of
See,
bumps
and that's
around your
why
mouth.
women have issues telling people that they like to suck it, because other girls are going to judge them.
Look, I
Other
ain't
women are
judging,
going to be like,
I'm
yes, you
saving
are.
lives.
You
I'm saving
judging.
lives.
You judging. You
Because-
telling a woman not to do something and you ain't even got one.
Because
If you had a penis, then I would be like, yeah, tell them your opinion. But you don't have a penis. How you going to be like, that's
we
like me
like-
saying, fellas, don't mess with them big girls.
because
Like, wait, what? Why not? Like, what? Like, no, you can't do that. Your opinion. It's in my opinion, I don't do
In
this.
my
You can't tell the
opinion.
ladies what to do. because that's why other ladies don't talk to women
Can I
about
say
certain
why?
things. Why you judge women? Go
I'm
ahead.
not.
Go ahead. Tell us why you
It's not
judge.
judging.
That is
It's
judging.
I'm just in situating. I don't even know this word.
Mhm.
Um,
Insituating.
I'm just
We
letting
need
you
to
know.
copyright that right now. Copywritten.
I'm letting you know
Mhm.
that for people like y'all that want to continue to, we can't share your lip gloss. We can't be able to use the samples at Sephora and stuff because you done sucked everybody pee pee. You done played with the makeup. Then I done did it. And I looked in the mirror and hold on, I done got a bum bum.
See,
How I get a bum bum?
y'all women are nasty. Because I worked at Victoria's Secrets, and the women were putting on the underwear,
How you put on? How you?
putting on the
What?
underwear, and then you know what we do? They go backs, motherfucker.
Hold
they
on, how
straight
they-
go backs, motherfucker. Yes, I would clean those dressing rooms afterwards after we closed. Find panty liners, find tampons, find so
That's so
much
nasty.
nastiness in the female dressing room.
I see.
Y'all
Yeah.
women are nasty.
Now,
Why are you
some of them.
using a sample of some lip gloss knowing you got a skin disease? That's disgusting. Men don't do that. We don't be like, man, let me try these drawers on. Like, no, let me try these tank tops on. I only like to try hats on. Like, we don't do that. Like, ew. You
Because
so
they have
if
a little sample stuff. You want to play in makeup, it's cute, it's fun for us. But I learned because I am a makeup artist that you got to be very cautious, when it comes to germs. And I've seen some nasty things happen when I worked in retail. So it's like, yeah, it's those women that have those nasty bumps on their mouth that be quick to put the lipstick on and put it back. Like, no, keep that, take that home.
they want to spread love.
I done did somebody makeup that has some and stuff, and I was like, you know
And
what?
what on
You
your
can
tools?
have this on me. You can
okay,
have
yeah.
this. You
Yeah.
can have this lip liner
Because
on
after
me.
they use it, it's done after that. Shout out to everybody listening to me online and on every platform, listening to the Typical Strange podcast. Shout out to Power 108.9. We are in the building. Shout out Miss Ashley.
Chiffon.
Chiffon.
Thank you, Micah, for having me.
You know what? I'm having a great time.
Me too.
The thing about it in life, man, when you go through a lot of difficultness, it just shows you that on the other side of that difficultness is sunshine and greatness, joy, peace, and love. Because, man, it was some traffic getting here, man. It was a lot of
Boy.
hell parking. The keys got locked inside. It was so much that went on. And then, you got to keep that positive energy, though. You really
Keep
do.
moving. That's the
And
goal.
you got to keep on moving. Keep on moving. That's that 90s, 80s dance with the shoulders. The kids ain't doing that no more. They into the wrist now. We used to be into the shoulders with the bank head bounce and not no more. All right, they into the wrist now. I don't know what they're gonna be into next. These kids these days.
I'm gonna make up a dance.
So Ashley, I mean, I don't want to get in your personal life, but
get in it.
How many kids do you have kids?
I do have children.
So you do have children.
Children.
Because a lot of people be like, no, one, not kids, not one. So how many do you have? Bobby Brown said.
By one man though, it was by
one man.
All my kids by the same man. No, not shading nobody because I got people like
I'm
family.
scared.
I don't want nobody to feel some type of way. But I'm just saying, it's just one ding-a-ling.
I tell people that women with kids from multiple men scare me.
Why?
Because that pussy must be good. Because boy, that pussy gotta be good. Like you knew she had kids and you still and you just I couldn't. You know how some men are. I couldn't, man. I couldn't.
So I have a question for you, men. Sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
But do you guys have an issue with dating women with kids? With multiple? Both? Because y'all both guys.
She's only asking me. I have to kick you to the curb. I'm sorry about that, brother. I feel, because I speak for all men on this show,
okay,
that some men don't and some men do.
Okay.
It really depends on the woman, because the woman runs the show in all ways, shape, and form. Women run everything.
You run the world.
Yes, literally. Women run everything. So if that woman has kids, but she still has time, not makes time, because making time and having time are two different things.
Mm-hmm.
If you have time, then it's all good. But if you got to make time, then some men won't like that. I'm that man that I don't want no woman that got to make time
for you. Okay.
I'm good on that because you got kids. I'd rather you give that time that you got to make for your children. I'd
Yes.
rather that. Now, if you just have time, then cool. I can go. Let me slide up in there, but I don't want to take none from them kids.
That's good.
And that's me being a non-selfish man. Now, some men, because we don't just come as one. Some women think that all men are the same. But you got, like I said, the ones that they want you to have time. You got some that want you to make time. And they got some that's just like, man, she just want to fuck when she want to fuck because she got kids and she really ain't got no time for nothing else but to fuck when she got time. The only time I got,
I'm with it.
and that's what that's what they looking for. They looking for that, like, she got kids, so that means she ain't got no time but to fuck, and then she got to get back to her kids.
Wow.
I can't. Let me. Is there any other view of man? Got time? Don't time? Just want to fuck? Oh. Ooh, because my homegirl is going through this now. The man actually has kids also. And she's actually going through an issue because he doesn't like the way that she talked to his child, but doesn't say the same things to her child. His child is doing something, but he's older. And her child doesn't do if her child does the same things, she doesn't say anything. But in her opinion, it's because
I've seen a lot of
her child
families.
is younger. So that's another thing with guys. If I have a child, how does that work? But I don't think men have an issue with women with children if you can suck a good dick. Like, if you can suck a good dick,
how do we go back?
Because if you're asking about men, that's
your favorite. Is that your most favorite thing?
Two things that matter to men, ladies. I'm gonna teach y'all this right now.
Very important, ladies.
Two things right now. Okay, let's get serious for a second. Make that man laugh. That's the main thing in any relationship. Make that woman laugh, make that man laugh. If you cannot make them laugh without trying, I'm not talking about I'm gonna tell a joke. I'm talking about without trying, by just being you. If you can't make him laugh, you ain't gonna be able to keep him after sex. I don't give a fuck how good your pussy is. I don't give a fuck how good you suck his dick. You cannot keep him after sex if you cannot make him laugh. If you can make him laugh, he will marry you. It's that simple with a man. He already approached you because he liked what he saw. He already continued to talk to you because he liked the conversation. He did everything because he was there. If you can make him laugh,
you got it.
It's that simple.
Okay.
You ain't got to cook because he probably, I mean, she can't cook, but boy, she be having me dying laughing, man. She really makes me laugh. It's really that simple for a man. But if you can cook or suck a dick on the side, he be nutting in 5 minutes and he doesn't have to hump your face. If he's
dick
humping,
sucking worthy.
What you mean? Some men aren't. I heard some men penises look like thumbs. Like, I've heard some stories about what these. That's what I say. Like, whoa.
You gotta make sure you take care of yourself. Have that thing smelling good.
Yeah. But I think that's
looking
a young
good,
man.
shave.
I think that's a young.
Nobody trying to get no hair scratching on your face. How you gonna be?
I think that's
dang
a
it, you messing up the mood.
Young men think like they
Trim
don't,
it down
watch it coming in from playing
musty.
basketball. So same thing with women though, because I noticed that if a woman doesn't be like, hold on, let me go in the bathroom and freshen up, right? If she don't do that, she ain't get no hair from me. I tell them quick. I go in with my fingers.
I agree with you on that one.
I go in with my fingers, come out, and if I give it to them, if they suck my fingers, hey, then I might get nasty.
Oh, y'all do one of them moves like?
I don't even smell, because if I smell it, and I'm gonna give a face, and then that face is gonna change everything.
Okay.
And I
people has to know the truth,
and I still want my dick sucked. So if I go in with the fingers and I go right to her mouth. Now if she just all over, okay, well, hey, she nasty. I'm gonna get nasty with you, Bobo. But if she be like, then either, bitch. I'm sorry about that.
If she do that to herself, then
it ain't. Oh, yes, that's why I know from experience. I know exactly. Now, because I don't want to do that's mine. I know, bitch. What you want me to go down on you, but you won't go down on you, bitch.
Oh man.
I told that bitch. I said, bitch, me without you is like Hail Mary without the blue notes. You'll never go platinum. I'm sorry about it. I go on rants. I'm sorry, but yeah, man. That's the one thing, ladies. Make a man laugh and
be clean.
Men don't care about that. Most men rooms are dirty. So
no, I'm talking about like keep yourself like hygiene.
Men don't care about that.
I do.
I'm talking about the things that men care about. Men care about make me laugh.
Y'all don't care about being with a funky girl.
No.
Yes, y'all do.
We just, I mean,
like, dang, she stinks. Dang,
we don't. We know that women care about that, so we don't have to care about that. We
No,
know
not
every
all
woman,
women.
hey, unless they out at the club or something, but majority of women care about that
So
hygiene.
you had a musty girl just put her arm around you.
And then
Hot
and she's
outside.
my girl.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't tripping.
No, she ain't gotta be your girl. She just like
If she's not, and we fucking, oh, they ain't even tripping. We fucking. We know how musky we done seen each other already. I'm not tripping about that. Depending how good she sucks my dick. If she cannot suck my dick good, bitch, you got to get your musky ass off me. But if you can suck my dick, hey, I ain't
care how
tripping.
you can
I'm
be
trying to tell
funky.
you, as a man, the two things that
Y'all
matter to me, you will win every argument. You will get, I will drop the bag. What's your cash out? You make me laugh and you suck my dick without me having to move.
It don't matter what you look like, ladies, what you smell like. If you can do those two, you got a man.
Amen. Amen.
Well, I guess
Because
I'm
you
gonna be
know,
single for a
with
while.
women, I never understood how these ugly men with nice bodies were considered sexy till I got older.
Oh, them
And
foogly niggas.
and now I see some
Fine and
ugly
ugly.
women with some nice bodies, and they make me laugh. So you know what? She winning. She sucked this dick amazing because she winning. It doesn't, like they say, man. I'm looking at your soul in your mouth, not your outside. The outside don't matter. To everybody else, it matters because I'm an attractive man. So everybody gonna look at me like, damn, Micah, that's the best you can do. Hey man, she cuffs the balls, bro. She cuffs them.
So you don't believe in celibacy and
What? What's that? What is? Don't be cursing on my show. You can't be coming in using that foul language on
You
this
don't believe
goddamn show.
and waiting for the right one.
On this motherfucking show, man, you cannot be using that celibacy type language. Okay,
You
this
can
is
be
the
celibate.
wrong show for that shit.
You should be on. I want to dare you to be on a challenge for a whole month.
Dare me to be on what challenge?
A celibacy month.
I only fuck once a month.
Oh, well, you got to do it for none. You can't do it
I-
2 months without it.
Well, but see, the thing about with a woman, if you know women get horny once a month. That's when after a month, I mean, I need some dick. I need
Just once.
just I ain't gonna say in one. I'm saying in the month,
Okay.
like after a
At the
month,
minimum.
she's horny. If you ask a woman, you be like, when last time you got some? She be like, oh, it's been like a month. Oh, she ready. Get that pussy, bro. Bro, get that pussy, bro. She is ready. All you got, just don't say nothing stupid. Make her laugh, and you can get that pussy, bro. That's real talk. But if she be like, oh, it been like 3 weeks. Oh, wait, nah, go on, wait a little bit, dog. Don't try nothing. But that's just how men are the same way. Like we want it every day, but you know,
Which I just don't. Y'all handle it other ways by yourself with your hands.
not all men do that.
They don't.
Nah,
I thought every man did it.
I don't like to do that because I like to, when I'm with my chick, it takes away from my stamina.
Oh.
And I like my cum to be thick and creamy and be like, then that be thick. So when it be in her mouth, oh damn, that was thick. I'd be like, yeah, exactly. I was saving that. It's right. I was holding back, bitch. I be doing Kegels just for a bitch like you.
Wow.
Straight up.
Oh. Wow.
But yeah, that's the two things that men look for out of women. We want a woman that can make us laugh and can take the thick mayonnaise.
So I guess I can only do half of that. So that's probably why I'm still single. I can only make you laugh. I'm not gonna let you put your seeming in me.
Yeah, no. and you know, it'll be some you'll settle.
Nah.
Yeah, it'll be a man out there because he is gonna settle because every man wants that. It's not some. Every man wants that.
See, I know I'm the package. So
you're
when
gonna
he get
make
me,
him
he
settle.
gonna get everything. Whatever.
Except that.
There's no rules in the bedroom when I'm with the one I want. You know.
Except that.
You must feel like I look like Jill Scott.
Everybody says that about you though. That you
That's
you
my
do favor.
celebrity mom.
That's your celebrity mom.
Or big sister, whatever you want.
I mean, you got a microphone right there, so
I don't know how she did. She didn't teach me right.
Don't forget the car. Yeah. Yeah. But that was your question. Though? What was your did I answer your question all the way?
I think you answered it better than I expected.
Well, my question for you was you have kids.
Yes, sir.
So
I have 3 boys.
3 boys. So what are your views on abortion? Because a lot of abortion is like huge right now. I really think it's a distraction. I really think it's a deflection. They want us to look right when they doing all this left-handed shit. Right. And so that's why all of a sudden abortion is becoming so big right now. But that's just my personal opinion. I think abortion is just taking over, and in different cities, different states, I'm sorry, different states,
Mhm.
they're giving you different laws, so nobody can actually say, what's right and what's wrong, because abortion is just like marijuana. In certain states you can, and in certain states you can't.
Right.
So you having kids,
Mhm.
what's your opinion on abortion?
Truthfully, and I'm just gonna keep it 100. I've contemplated having abortions when I first what my first son I had got pregnant because I was young. I was only 19, but so I understand like the different reasons why women have the thought of having abortion because of fear, or for situations like if you got raped or something like that. But honestly, I've never been a big fan of abortion, but I don't also agree with the new law that they're trying to push where they're trying to eliminate it either. Because for those people that, let's say they are 13, for instance, and they get raped by their great uncle and they get pregnant by him, they don't wanna have a cousin baby, I mean, it's like a cousin baby, whatever you want to call it. They don't want to have, a child by a relative. So of course they want to abort it. So it's gonna make it hard for those kind of situations. So it's kind of like, I don't know. But abortions, I've never been a fan of it because I believe if the child is growing in your belly, then maybe it's meant to be here.
Facts. I really agree with that last statement. If God said that, you know, that you, I don't know, man. I'm a male,
Hmm.
so touching the rape subject is kind of sensitive
Yeah.
for a lot of different people. Definitely for me also. Touching the rape situation from a male point of view is very touchy. So if a female gets raped and pregnant,
Hmm.
I then feel it's totally up to her,
Yeah.
because she could feel like, hey, God wanted me to get pregnant because God doesn't make mistakes,
Yeah.
according to what we've been taught. Um, so in that case, how do you handle that? If you were
Mm.
raped and you're a Christian, do you keep that baby? In my situation, not my situation, but from a situation that I know of
Hmm.
in my life, what was she? I don't want to say her name, but she was somebody that was very influential when we were growing up. Going to church, she was one of the teachers, and she was raped when she was younger, but nobody believed her. So if I grew up at a older time, she probably grew up in the 60s and the 70s, and the pastor of the church raped her and
Mm.
nobody believed her. They called her a heathen. She was looked down upon because she got pregnant, and they thought that she went off and had sex with somebody else.
Right.
I don't know why my story just ended. That sucks.
Maybe it was too long.
Yeah, I don't know. Instagram be tripping sometimes. But
Yeah.
the church really looked at her from a bad point of view. They made her feel bad. They talked about her because the church felt like, no, why would the pastor rape you? The pastor wouldn't do that. She ended up having a son. Her son did great things, ended up playing guitar for Patti LaBelle. Her son played guitar for Brian McKnight. And this is the son that is the rape son, from so
Oh, the baby that,
the baby
okay,
that was
came.
conceived
Hmm.
from the rape. So the son came out and had an amazing life. He always had a chip on his shoulder, though. He knew the life that he came up in. And I'm not for sure because, like I say, both of them are older than me. Both of them are older than me. So I don't really know all of the story because the story was told to me by an uncle and by a mom and by the
Hmm.
church. So you hear things. But in her case, I'm so glad that she didn't have that abortion. To
Mm.
hear this man came to
Right.
play guitar for Patti LaBelle, play guitar for Brian McKnight, and so many other big names in the industry today. Still, I talked to him. Well, we kind of fell out, but still, he's still doing things today. And if she would have had that abortion because she was raped,
Hmm. He wouldn't have been. Yeah. Yeah, and that's his story. Everybody has a story, and that's
everybody.
and that's his story. It's kind of messed up how it had to start off, but it's gonna have a beautiful ending.
She is such a strong woman, though.
Mm.
From like she was one of those ones that when we were young, middle school, I know y'all better not be saying those 4 and 5 letter words. Like, dick and pussy was just When I was young, you could not say dick and pussy. I know. I look young.
We said we said boom booms for the
She,
breast. We
she,
had all different
she would
words.
say those 4 and 5 letter words. So y'all better not, them 4 and 5 letter, because she was really preparing us in church for sex. Because even now, sex is a taboo statement. Like I say, in America, we don't learn anything about sex. We learn STDs, abortion, pregnancy. We learn everything around sex, but we don't learn about sex. And she was one of those ones that knew that. She went through something in her life, and I so appreciate her in my life still to this day, because she prepared me mentally. Because it's easy to get prepared in the weight room to go and do whatever, or it's easy to get prepared, but you got to get prepared mentally. And she really prepared us for that because of her past and because of her experiences. So a lot of people who get abortions should speak up and talk about how they have lived after their abortion. Do they regret it? Do they feel like, you know what, I made a good decision and then I had kids later on? And that's what I think should be speaking up more versus politicians. Politicians are speaking up on topics where people who have experiences aren't saying anything. We should be giving these people who have experiences at having an abortion the platform,
Right.
instead of a politician who got 3 kids talking about, oh yeah, the women shouldn't be doing this. And it's like, wait, what about the people who have had abortions? Why can't they step up and speak up? I really wanted that. That's what I was looking for on this topic. A lot of people didn't want to. And so I have to understand that, hey, it's something I don't want to go back and talk about. A lot of women do things that they regret in life and they want to leave that in the past. Therapy teaches us that we have to think about that and talk about it. And they want to say some things.
Right. But I totally agree with what you're saying about the abortion thing. I agree. Like, especially when I would rather hear from somebody that's been through something than somebody that's just talking just because. You can take advice from somebody that's been through it versus somebody that haven't been through it or experienced it. They're just giving you their opinion.
Exactly. And that's, I think that's the issue that we're having with these politicians. Politicians want to come in and feel like they represent us, and really they don't. And we really have to create a platform for our people to be able to speak. And here on the Typically Strange podcast,
That's
we
a
do
really dope story about her, whoever she is. Like, she could write a book.
Man, you just don't know.
Make a movie or
that's
something.
what I do though. I talk to people and I really get their story. A lot of times it's the naughty stories and the little nasty stories, because I'm a man.
You're a freak.
I'm a man. I'm a typical man. Okay, god damn it. I play with my nipples. They tell me their stories.
You're
and
a bachelor.
I love it. I fucking love it. But sometimes I do get some serious stories. And it's deep, because a lot of people feel like it's the woman's body and the man should have nothing to say about it. And I totally disagree with that. Now, I feel that politicians should stay the fuck out of people's business. But if you pregnant and it's my seed, I don't want to hear that shit talking about it's your body and I ain't got nothing to say about it. Like, yes, I do. That's my seed that I put in your body. That may be your body and you can do whatever we agree with. Yeah. But don't feel like, oh, I want to have a baby, and I feel like, no, I want to have an abortion, and you just gonna override what I say.
So how do y'all, do it like rely on your decision, or do y'all come to a?
I don't know. Somebody told me, I'm not gonna say who. Somebody say that's how you get a bat to the stomach. I'm not gonna say who told me that. Literally, like if he want to have that abortion and you like, no, I want to have a baby and I'm gonna put you on child support, because after you have the baby, it's the man's responsibility to take care of everything. Now, women, granted, are the ones that most of the time do, but our society says that you are a bad man if you don't do this and if you don't do that, and most of the time he ain't even want the baby.
But the man is the one that's carrying a baby in his sack. So you putting it in the woman, and then you're like, I gave it to you. I gave you this gift, but I want it back.
It's not saying I want it back. It's saying that I'm
gonna take it and I'm gonna throw it down the toilet.
We have to agree on what to do with it. You just can't be like, hey, I'm gonna do this, and that's what it is. Now, if that's the case, don't you ever come to me with no legal stuff. Don't you ever come to me and ask me for nothing because you made the decision on your own. We didn't come to a collective agreement to do something. If you be like, this my body and I do what I want, then you pay for it, you take care of it, you do everything on your own. Don't even acknowledge me because yeah, that may be my seed, but you have taken the rights to that seed and it's cool.
So even if they have decided to keep the seed, you're gonna just neglect it. You're not gonna even acknowledge
If
it.
they decide to keep the seed without my consent, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Then yes, it's not a neglect. See, now you're trying to use words to make me the bad guy, and I rebuke that.
Because the child is gonna grow up like, where's my dad?
Then the mama got to deal with that. The mama got to deal with that now. Her child is growing up like, what happened? And how she got to be like, well, I just tried to force your daddy to make a decision that he didn't want to make, and now it's us.
Or they're gonna be like, yo, daddy put you inside me and decided to leave.
See, and that's why as a man we get away from that, because now you trying to put negative imagery that's not really the truth. You made a decision to do something for the both of us, and now, oh, I got to live with it. I rebuke that.
I rebuke that.
Literally, you cannot say, hey, it's my body, I'm gonna do what I want, but the both of us need to be taking care of my decisions. No, not at all.
I think
so. If the man wants to keep it and the woman doesn't want to keep it,
do she get the same rights?
We got to collectively come up to an agreement. If the man want to keep it, I feel that, in my opinion, she should have it and then sign it over to him.
Oh, have it decided. Okay, I get that.
Yes, that's all, ma'am. This is the no phones party.
You heard it.
This is the no phones. Why aren't you going live on your platform, madam?
I should have, but
why aren't you going?
I didn't have nowhere to sit.
I created mine with a water bottle. My phone. Okay, I created mine with a water bottle.
It's too late. It ain't too late.
No, man. I'm so mad at you, ma'am.
I'm sorry.
Can you hurry up? Can you hurry up? Can you hurry up?
He should have just.
I ain't tagging you in nothing on my platform. You supposed to be going live on your platform,
right,
ma'am.
You Roy. I got short.
Yes, you do. Like a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
I'm short like you.
I'm vertically challenged, ma'am. I am not short. I am vertically challenged.
I'm vertically challenged.
Don't try to steal my stuff. It's copywritten. Thieves.
I'm not short.
But yeah, that's just how I feel about abortions, though.
I'm gonna see both of them.
Everything good?
Oh, bam.
Oh, okay. Yeah, herpes in the eyes, being cautious at the pool parties, abortion is one thing, because a lot of people forget that adoption is also an option.
Yes.
We don't have to kill any babies. So if the man wants the baby and the woman doesn't want the baby, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, and opinions are like buttholes. Everybody got one.
Absolutely.
So in my opinion, yes, she should have the baby and just sign over the rights to him, because it's basically like adoption. I feel
so she could just basically be that so-called deadbeat mom when she just give her child away.
There you go again with these negative words.
Okay, she could be the one that give her child up to the man that wanted the child, even though women can't naturally do that. Like I can't say that because I know some women that will actually cut it off. But how y'all doing? But yeah, actually, I feel like women should have that same right. If that's the case, if a man don't want to be able to be in that child life that the woman decided to keep the child and he didn't want, then the woman, if she didn't want to keep the child and he make her keep it, then she should be able to give him the child and be able to live her life.
Exactly.
But
that's so true.
That I'm not saying that for me, because I have an attachment with my children. So they are my world. So if I have a child, even if I don't want it, even if it is a oops baby 3 times, I'm just playing. But if it is,
see, that's why I said
they are 3 blessings, because I couldn't imagine my life. I was going to say something, but I think that's my daddy right there. Hey, Daddy, how you doing?
Hey, Daddy in the building. Daddy on the
live.
So
I can say what I want to say.
Aim for the mouth. Aim for that. That's all you had to do. But anyway, yeah, I just don't feel. Well, let me ask you this. Let's go on to the next topic, though, because that goes right into this topic. If you were adopted,
okay,
how would you feel about your adopted parents? Because I was on the train, I was on the MARTA, I was on the public transportation, and I saw a sign that said reunite with your parents, where you can go online. Where's my phone? Where's my phone, sweetie? Yeah, next to that titty. There you get that titty. I'm gonna put that all on my face. Yeah, it was. I saw it, and it was saying that you could reunite with your parents if you were adopted, and that just kind of struck something interesting to me. Like, hey, that's pretty dope.
You can reunite with your parents if
Has
you were adopted.
adoption impacted your life? Discover, search, and reunite service and reunion services. 1-800-615-7976. If you was adopted and you want to discover or research or reunite, 1-800-615-7976. ga-adoptionreunion.com.
Mm,
That's it right there for the people.
okay.
And when I saw that, it made me think, am I adopted? Because I'm light skinned and my parents are both brown skinned. That was the first thing it made me think. Am I adopted? Because my sister used to pick on me. I think she was lying though. But my one of my cousins is adopted.
Hmm.
And we don't even acknowledge him like he adopted. Like he's just
Part of the
always
family.
been in the family. But he's never even thought about, to my opinion, to my knowledge, going back to finding his family that put him up for adoption.
Mhm.
And you know what? I might have him on the show just to go, just to talk about that. Like, have
That
you
would
ever
be
thought
good.
about that? How do you feel? And just to get some opinions on that. But how do you feel about that?
Honestly, I think a lot of people probably feel like they want to do that because you want to know where you come from, even if you feel like it was messed up, how you got put in a situation. Because a lot of people that get adopted go through some real life stuff with some crazy people. So I feel like you still want to know who your parents is, whether they on drugs, whether they living on the street. You want to know who you came from. So you're gonna try to do whatever it is. So I would use that information if I was adopted to just find out who I came from.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate then. Since that's what you're going to say, I'm gonna play devil's advocate, and I'm gonna go off of what my cousin did, and he doesn't even give a flying fuck. His family that raised him is his family.
Hmm.
The people that supposedly gave him up, they gave him up, and he has moved on to live a great life with his family who raised him and felt like, you know what, they didn't want you, but we love you. One person's trash is this next family's treasure,
Hmm.
because we all love my cousin. Man, he's doing great things. I ain't gonna tell you what he do, because the job that he does is G14 classified. That's how G code he is, and I'm not even joking. Like, he is an engineer. We'll put it like that. He's an
Okay.
engineer,
Okay.
but his job is G14 classified,
Mm.
and he is doing big things. You just don't know how many like great people I have in my family. Like,
Mm.
it's
That's dope.
literally like my other cousin. I got one who played for hot sauce. Hot sauce. One who played for the that's his name, hot sauce. One who played for
Oh,
Patti
hot sauce is your
LaBelle.
cousin?
Yeah, hot sauce is my cousin.
Oh, okay.
You don't even know who hot sauce
The
is.
basketball?
No, hot sauce
Oh.
played guitar for Patti LaBelle, and them. And then my other cousin, drummer girl, played for Beyonce. Played the drums for Music Soul Child. Then my other
Oh.
cousin, G14. I got another cousin who work on the moon. I got another cousin that's a
Okay.
doctor. Yeah, you do
See, all this greatness was around you to build you for where you was going.
and you know what? It's a lineage. It's a lineage. It's a bloodline. That's one thing I did learn in my study, is that bloodline really matters.
Hmm.
And so that's why this finding your adopted parents does matter. But since you said it does, I was trying to do devil's advocate. But it does matter, because you need to know
You
your
do.
bloodline.
You do.
Your bloodline says a lot about you. In the medieval movies, you're not even your name. You are Ashley from such and such island, a parent, son of Athena. That's who you are. Everything about you is your
Hmm.
entire name.
Right.
Um, and if you were adopted, maybe your bloodline was the Obamas.
It's just like the same thing, like for a kid, if they wasn't adopted, they just, let's say they grew up without knowing who their mother was or who their father was. And all this time they grew up with a step parent and they thought that this is their parent. But then when they get older, they discover who their real parent is. Wouldn't you want to know?
Girl, I got that experience too. Like, so my stepbrother,
Hmm.
on my dad remarried, and my stepbrother Nathan and Greg, both of them are white, and I love them both. Shout out Nathan and Greg.
Hi, Nathan and Greg.
Um, Nathan is the oldest, and Nathan thought that Greg's dad was his dad up
Hmm.
until maybe 16 or 17.
Hmm.
Didn't find out that he had a different dad until 16 or 17 in high school. So you by high school, you really, as a guy, we really think we know who we are, we found ourselves.
Mhm.
But then came to find out that no, that's not your daddy, dog. Like, and he really changed. I really saw a change in his personality and
For the
his
worse
persona.
or
Um, I don't want to say bad or good because I don't
Mhm.
believe in bad or good. I
Okay.
believe it is what it is. But I did notice a change. He
Okay.
really started seeking himself more. He really tried, he wanted to find out who he was
Mhm.
now, because after all of these years of thinking I was a Barnell. No, I was a, I forgot his name. I forgot. After thinking he was this person,
Yeah.
come to find out he wasn't. Come to find out he was somebody different, and that really changed him. So that bloodline, he went to the military, became a great man, though, man. Shout out, like I say, Nathan and Greg, man. Shout out to
Yeah.
my pops too. Call me, pick up the phone. If I call you, you know how that goes, right? I'm your son. Anyway, won't
Yeah,
go
that's
there.
actually my story too, because I didn't know who my biological. I grew up thinking my brother and sister father, who I still consider like that's the only daddy I knew. Hey, daddy, but I only knew him as my father all my life, and I thought he was my biological father, but I didn't discover who my real father was until I was like 20, I think.
One of those. And
So
how did you take that?
at first, I thought it was a joke because my family, we do joke a lot. They don't joke like that, but still, we
Right,
jokesters.
right.
So when it was brought to me, because it wasn't brought from my parents, it was brought to by another family member. And when they brought it to me, I was like, "Are you joking?" Like I took it as a joke. And then when she really like sat me down and had a real heart to heart, and then I confronted my mom about it, and she couldn't deny it. I just felt like I ain't gonna lie. At first, I was hurt because I never felt like how you can trust your mom.
Mm,
Out of everybody in the world, you trust that your mama never
never lied to you.
never lie to you. So that was
Right.
like the biggest betrayal. I love you, mama. Shout out to you. But at that moment, it was just so hard. It was like a punch in the chest. Like that made you realize that nobody's perfect,
Nobody.
and she was trying to protect me, but what it did was it made me look at her a different way at that time. Because I understand now, but at the time I didn't understand. I was just like, why couldn't you just tell me that? Because now I want to know. Even if he was this terrible person that people may say or whatever what people's opinion is about him, I still want to know because now I have that in the back of my mind, like, okay, if he isn't my biological father, who I thought all my life was, because nobody ever treated me and his family like I didn't belong. Like I've always felt like I'm part of the family to this day. So for that, it was just like very mind blowing. I did change too. I had to do some research. I discovered who all my brothers and a sister. I have one sister on his side, who they were. Like I had to really dig. So I get where your you said your brother,
Yeah, my
your
stepbrother.
stepbrother. I get where how he changed.
And yeah, and really that's, I understood. I was younger.
Mhm.
So now that I'm older, and I like I say, in therapy, we're taught to always go back and analyze your past to find out, to understand your present, and then you can know your future. So I went back and I analyzed everybody that I've encountered in my past, just to understand that relationship and understand them. And then once I understand them, I can understand other people. So I analyzed him and how he might have felt, and that's how I came up with them. That's deep.
Mhm.
Like, seriously, man, to figure this person was my mom all my
Right.
life. To
Right.
figure this person was my dad all my life. Come to find out, thank you for taking care of me.
Right.
Thank you for all the love. But wait, who is the seed that I actually came out of then? Like, that's
Mhm.
some deep,
It makes you
deep
start
thought.
questioning like, where do I get this from, and who do I get this feature from? And I don't, because I used to always question like, because people always be like, even though me and my brother and sister we do all favor, but they say them two favor the most, and that people used to always question me about us having different last names, and I used to just go with what I was told. I just took my mama last name, but I didn't understand the depth of my story until I got older. So.
Yeah. And those last names do matter. That bloodline,
Well,
girl.
now I do. I thought it was just because they was young when they had me, and so I put it all in my head like, oh, well, they was young. They ain't know nothing about that signing the birth certificate thing.
Mm.
No, it was deeper than
It
that.
was so much deeper than that, and they feel like you're not ready to know yet.
Yeah,
And
that's
we
what
we, we
that's
put a
what it
lot of
was.
pressure on our
Hmm.
parents, but parents are kids. Parents
Right,
are humans, just like us. Like, they don't know, ain't no book.
right.
I was thinking about writing a book on how to be a parent, even though I ain't got no kids yet. But I can write a book on how to be a
Ain't
parent.
no book
What
out
not
there.
to do.
You
Right,
gotta
right. It ain't no
test
book
and
out there.
try.
Right. And we don't know that as kids though.
Yeah.
So if I'm put up for adoption, and I get older, that's just a totally different mindset. That it's not confusing, But man, that's a mind-blowing situation. And I can only you can't even imagine how you would feel or how he felt.
Right.
Yeah, so one of my last topics of the day, sports. So sports are going on. We got the championship coming up, and I know that you probably don't know too much about sports, do you, Ashley?
A lot.
Yeah, yeah. So what Jordan play for the Braves, or did Michael Jordan play for the Astros?
I know he played for them Bulls.
Oh, he played for the Bulls. Oh, okay.
Try me again.
Okay. Oh, so LeBron, what hockey team LeBron played for? He played for.
He started off with Cleveland.
Oh, he's on over. Oh, snap! She know they shot. So, one thing about the NBA and the NFL is that marijuana and other drugs are not legal, in the NBA or in the NFL. And
It's not.
no, you cannot smoke marijuana. Damian Lillard, dumbass, just got caught, taking marijuana in a soda can. I'm just giving me a pause because you can't take a soda can on an airplane either. I don't know. So this idiot, I'm sorry, this brother puts marijuana. He goes to the smoke shop, and they got the smoke shop where you can put the marijuana in different things that look like different things.
Yeah.
So he had the marijuana in an Arizona drink can.
Oh.
First of all, brother, you cannot take Arizona's
on the
plane.
Yeah, it's too big.
You can't take drinks on the plane.
But yeah, no, that's true. But I'm saying like the ounces too. They go by the ounces.
But an Arizona can.
I'm about to say you just big and
you got contraband in contraband. Basically, is what you're saying to me right now. You got Arizona with weed in it. So anyway, this brother here got busted doing that bullshit, and he's an idiot. But hey, man, for that weed, boy, we be doing things for that weed. But he be calling me.
He ain't had no plug where he was going though. He ain't had no plug.
It ain't no good shit like this shit though, son.
Oh, yeah, that West Coast.
That's that good shit though, son.
That West Coast.
Yeah, he was in Portland.
Hit you different.
I think he wasn't in Portland. Was he in Portland? I think he was in Portland trying to go to Brooklyn. He was leaving Brooklyn trying to go to Portland. So he was like, "Nah, I got that good shit, son. I got to take this shit back. I got to get the shit back." Damien.
But they got those
Damien.
machines.
If you're listening, Damien, okay, do like the women do and just stick it up your ass, Damien. Like
I was thinking that, but
that's what you got. Because see, that's what the women do. That's what the men, what we do, bro, because you just clearly don't know this. We put it right by our balls, bro. Right between our thigh and our balls. Right there. Because if a motherfucker go there to check anything, we gotta fight. Like and it's hey, my meat is leaning that side. And then that's what you do. You lean your meat on that leg, bro. I don't get it. That brother's from these streets. I don't know how he don't know these methods that all men know. But I was going to take his black card for a minute, but I said, no, I'm not going to revoke it because that's just strange. It's typical that a
maybe he was high
nigga,
when he did it.
You know
I'm going to
what?
give him a pass.
You know what?
He was
You're
high.
making too much money for that. You got too many people around you. You should. But what hits me is that in certain states, take Denver for an example. Denver, Colorado, we all know that marijuana is legal in Denver, Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
In the LA, in California, we all know that marijuana is legal in California. But if you play basketball, it's you can't smoke if you play for the Nuggets. If you play basketball, you can't. You gotta take a shit. Oh my gosh. She just said she gotta take a shit.
Yeah, he do.
I don't think there's no toilet paper here, ma'am. I'm just messing with you. But yeah, if you play for the Denver Nuggets, you cannot smoke marijuana. If you play for the LA Lakers, you cannot smoke marijuana, but marijuana is legal in the city. And so that's what doesn't make any sense to me. Why can marijuana be legal in California if I have this green card? If legal in Colorado, if I have this green card, but if I have this particular job that says it's not legal, then I can't smoke it. And I don't do drugs, people. I just want to let that be known. I don't do drugs. Huh? What?
Is marijuana a drug?
No, marijuana is not a drug.
Absolutely not.
But I don't do drugs. But marijuana is not a drug.
Yeah, I don't do them either.
Yeah, drugs are so bad. Liquor is more of a drug than marijuana. The club and the church are the same thing, in my opinion. Both of them got wine and spirits. But anyway, You can't smoke marijuana in the city that is legal to smoke in because of your job. How does that make you feel, Ashley? It's
That'll be
legal
messed up.
if it's legal to smoke marijuana in Atlanta,
Uh-huh.
but your job drug test.
Dang, I'm gonna have to learn how to pass these drug tests. That's just I'm just being real because if I do smoke,
Right.
I'm a smoker and I'm in my state that actually allows it.
Right.
You never know what I'm going through in my personal life. I may need
Exactly.
to go on the balcony and so I don't break your neck. I can meditate.
Exactly. Because
Weed makes things better.
everybody has their own personal life.
Mhm.
And like you say, weed, it's marijuana. Let's stop
I'm
calling
sorry,
it weed.
weed.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
marijuana.
Marijuana is a medicinal, it is an aphrodisiac, it is a healer, it is a seed that comes from the earth. Granted, the louder it is, the gassier it is. Let me say that again. I said it so southern. The gassier it is. I said the gassier it is.
You know where you from?
Yeah, I'm from the south. I'm from the south. So the gassier it is, the more chemicals it is. And if you don't know that your loud got chemicals in it, then how do you think it became loud?
Well, how can I get the weed without the chemicals?
You got to get the weed with the seeds. The weed that don't nobody want is the weed that got is the weed
That's
from
the
the earth.
healthy one.
If you get is healthy or
Healthier.
it has chemicals.
Health, but I'm saying if it have chemicals, it's not healthy, right?
Huh? Right, unless it has the seeds. If you
Is it bad
if you got seeds in it, that's the less chemicals it has. But the ones that we don't want the stems and the seeds. We want the ones without the stems and the seeds, and those are chemicals. So it's difficult. That's why you got what Sun Rocks, which I think is 80% THC. Then you got Moon Rock, which is I think what 60% THC.
I got that knock you off your socks.
Yeah, I mean, Cat Williams said it gets stronger every 2 weeks. That's
Yeah,
what Cat
that's
Williams
true.
said.
You can't smoke with everybody. You be
You
stuck.
really can't. You really cannot. But it just makes no sense to have it legal in the city, but my job drug test. I find that to be horrible. That's fucked up, and that fucking sucks. But it is what it is. So well, a lot of things. When I was working at Wet and Wild, that is shut down in Orlando, they don't drug test you unless you injure yourself. If you get injured or if you do something stupid like drive the go-kart into something, then you get drug test. Because they want to, they got to figure out if it's a claim or something like that. All right, nah, you ain't getting that money because you was high. So that's how that works. But if it's legal to be high, how does that even work? If I hurt something or injure myself and I'm high, I mean, do I still get to sue the job in Colorado? Or how does that work? So it's a lot of questions. I think that I'm gonna have a weed store in there. I know some people who growing weed. I think they're in Portland area. They growing weed somewhere up north, and they got a dispensary up there. They're actually from Orlando. So I'll see if I can have them on the show. Okay. We're gonna have a lot of different guests on the show. The show will be different. It will be typical, but it will be from a strange point of view. So we're going to keep everybody interested and keep everybody on their toes. Right, Ashley?
Absolutely.
How did you enjoy yourself today, madam?
It was the most pleasant experience I've ever experienced. Thank you so much, Micah. That's from originally. I can't even speak it. Sorry.
Please say the Mr. Though. It's Mr. Micah King.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Let me address you properly.
Thank you.
Mr. Micah King.
Thank you.
Look him up, guys.
Say the King differently though. You gotta say the King better.
King. Micah King.
I like that. Join us next week. I will have some different guests on. This is Mr. Micah King on your Typically Strange podcast, Power 108.9. Indeed, people.